Alright, my name is Bomani Armah. I am not a rapper. I am a poet with a hip-hop style. If you like what you hear me do tonight, please check out my website. It's www.notarapper.com. I am also the director of poetry events here at Busboys and Poets. Thank you. And the acronym Director of Poetry Event is also the d.o.p.e. Do we need is there a slang term to d.o.p.e? I don't know. Can I just go ahead, that's all I don't know. You just made my night. Okay, that's what's up. Now usually when I host or I do an event, I get the audience to participate by counting to 3 and everyone yelling peace, all right? So I'm gonna do that in sign language. I learned that the last time I was here, so it just simply goes. Exactly, let's try this again. Okay, it's a small room, so if you're not participating, I can see your ass, all right? Let's try this again. Thank you. All right. So I'm excited. I'm gonna do 2 poems that I'm going to have Shadow interpret. Can everyone please give a hand for Shadow for interpreting? And Chris, right? Michael. I'm sorry. I apologize. And Michael doing the interpreting. Please give it up for them. We are actually going to have this from now on, interpreters. And so if you have non-ASL speaking friends who want to do poems, have them contact us. Myself, Jonathan, who came on earlier, and DJ Dow, who came on earlier, all hosts at different Busboys and Poets events. And we all sent them our poems in advance to give them a little heads up on what we want to do. And if you got other friends who are interested, we would love to bridge the gap between the ASL speaking community and the rest of the poetry community we have here at Busboys. All right? So let me get comfortable. I'll get funky in here. All right. This poem is called Vacation Bible School. In the darkest corner of the fairest city, on an orange hot evening, right before the sun slipped over the edge, a single bullet leapt from the cold concrete. It quickly clawed its way through an 80-year-old stained glass window and into the upper room. It hungrily chewed through the back of a wooden chair where on Monday Reggie sat and with his small palm smacked out a go-go beat until you could see the red under his dirty fingernails, singing, "Sardines, hey, and pork and beans," like the fellas did in the hoods of the cars between the liquor store and the church. He cranked out his tune until one of the old mothers said, "You better quit that mess." In the darkest corner of the fairest city, on an orange hot evening, right before the sun slipped over the edge, a single bullet leapt from the cold concrete. It quickly clawed its way through an 80-year-old stained glass window and into the upper room. It hungrily chewed through the back of a wooden chair where on Tuesday, Yolanda sat, blissfully enjoying the ruckus of 5- and 6-year-olds as they scampered around with red and blue blobs over their hands and faces. She sat, her cheeks sore from grinning, her legs spread wide, her hands rubbing her full belly. She whispered quietly, "Lord, please let me keep this one." In the darkest corner of the fairest city, on an orange hot evening right before the sun slipped over the edge, a single bullet leapt from the cold concrete. It quickly clawed its way through an 80-year-old stained glass window and into the upper room. It hungrily chewed through the back of a wooden chair where on Wednesday, David sat, enjoying one of the 6 days a year he spends in the Lord's house. The air conditioning was pleasantly pinching the back of his neck like the hint of lemon in tea, while he carefully tongued bits of Oscar Mayer out of his new front teeth. He carefully kept his new jewels clenched together. to keep his jaw from dropping as he saw children his own age beautifully blind to the troubles of his world. In the darkest corner of the fairest city, on an orange hot evening, right before the sun slipped over the edge, a single bullet leapt from the cold concrete. It quickly clawed its way through an 80-year-old stained glass window and into the upper room. It humbly chewed through the back of a wood chair where on Thursday, Tiffany sat. Ashy elbows on tables, sloppy fingernails padding on rosy cheeks, the prodigal son story echoing through her ears. She was busy eyeballing her boyfriend at the other end of the room in the junior high class. She thought his name should have ice or dog in it somewhere. He didn't know he was her boyfriend. It didn't matter. In the darkest corner of the fairest city, on an orange hot evening, right before the sun slipped over the edge, a single bullet left from the cold concrete. It quickly clawed its way through an 80-year-old stained glass window and into the upper room. It hungrily chewed through the back of a wooden chair where on Friday, little Kenny sat. Well, actually, he was on his knees with a tightly knotted t-shirt and rubber bands. He was carefully placing his t-shirt in red and blue basins. He's thinking he's making a beautiful collage of red and blue fireworks, not knowing he's only making a purple mess on his Oshkosh. The shirt was a gift for Kirk, who could barely walk and was hard to understand, except for when he sang, "He's in my heart." On Sunday, Deacon Jones escaped the jubilation of their Sunday school class as they sang, "This is the day." He slowly made his way up a flight of stairs. Upon reaching the top, he saw a small, deep hole where the day before a single bullet had leapt from the cold concrete and burrowed itself in the ceiling. He raised his head and his hands to the sky, thanking the Lord they had rested on Saturday. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.